stretched out, traveling under that ridge. And then as we get into next week, that ridge.
Are you like me during hurricane season? Whenever you see one out in the Atlantic heading towards Florida, you keep saying to yourself, please, Mar-A-Lago, please. Trump is flailing, attacking everyone.
And my stupid people.
Including MAGA Republicans like Josh Hawley, who might actually force Trump to do something that nature so far has failed to do. Get rid of Mar-A-Lago.
It's not fair.
Hawley is a Republican wanker from Missouri who's one of the least liked people in the world. Remember this?
Later that day, Senator Hawley fled after those protesters he helped to rile up stormed the Capitol. See for yourself.
Hawley has proposed a bill that would restrict members of Congress from trading stock, and Trump isn't happy about it, mostly because Trump's not that bright. And apparently Trump called Hawley the night before, telling him and other Republicans that he'd be forced to sell Mar-A-Lago under Hawley's law.
It's not fair.
Now, Josh Hawley says that Trump didn't bring up the fact that the bill would bar him from trading stocks, but Trump interpreted the bill in the worst way for him, having to sell Mar-A-Lago and no more grifting. But Trump attacked Hawley anyway, calling him a second-tier senator simply because Trump thought that the bill would stop his grifting.
Why would one Republican Senator, Josh Hawley from the great state of Missouri, join with all the Democrats to block a review sponsored by Senator Rick Scott and with the support of almost all the other Republicans of Nancy Pelosi's stock trading over the last 25 years? The information was inappropriately released just minutes before the vote, very much like sabotage. The Democrats, because of our tremendous achievements and success, have been trying to target me for a long period of time, and they're using Josh Hawley, who I got elected twice, as a pawn to help them.
But of course, Trump hates any bill that would interfere with his grifting. Now, remember when Trump announced the tariffs?
Tariffs. To me, I think it's the most beautiful word in the dictionary. More beautiful than love.
How about among Republicans, the Republican base? This was a shocker to me. 64% of Republicans believe that tariffs will, in fact, cause prices to go up.
And the market collapsed. But people like Dairy Queen sold her stock before the announcement, but then purchased it back right before the tariffs were lifted, and she made millions.
House Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia is now facing public accusations of insider trading. The headlines include Marjorie Taylor Greene's suspicious stock trade soared 29% despite tariffs, and Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene's 17 stock buys in the market crash turned to profits after Trump's tariff pause.
That's the Trump grift, and they're all in on it.
Some people made an incredible amount of money today. Some of the big movers included United Airlines, Kohl's, Tesla, Trump Media, Apple Computer. And all you had to do to get into the fun was listen to Trump himself. He wrote on Truth Social just minutes after the market opened, "This is a great time to buy."
But Trump's attack on Hawley, who up till the Epstein fiasco was a true Trump ass-kisser.
Some will say that I am advocating Christian nationalism. And so I do.
But while Congress is still allowed to illegally trade on inside information, Trump has turned grift into an art.
It's Donald Trump's latest money-making scheme, gold sneakers.
That's the real deal.
The former president launched the Never Surrender high tops at SneakerCon in Philadelphia, and he got a mixed reception.
There's a lot of emotion in this room. Thank you.
This dude paid $9,000 for an autographed pair.
Tiny Fingers has made over $15 million in the last year alone from his Trump sneakers, his Trump watch, his Trump cologne, his Trump t-shirts and mugshots, not to mention the number of Trump properties he pimps incessantly. Oh yeah, and then there's a $500 million gift from Qatar.
I could be a stupid person and say, oh no, we don't want a free plane. We give free things out. We'll take one too. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us, I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much.
And there are Trump towers in New York, Florida, 2 in India, plus Turkey, the Philippines, and Uruguay. In addition, there's a Trump building in New York, Trump Bay Street in Jersey City, Trump Hollywood in Florida, Trump Palace condominiums, Trump Park East, Trump Park Avenue, and the Trump World Tower, all in Manhattan. How small is this guy's penis that he needs his name on everything?
Drop your pants. Prove that I'm lying. Prove I didn't see your dick.
And Hawley isn't the only Republican Trump is attacking. Trump went after Chuck Grassley, you know, the senator from Ohio who's close to 1,000 years old or so, telling Grassley to change a Senate tradition. On Tuesday, Trump demanded Grassley eliminate the Senate tradition known as the blue slip. It's a tool for senators to block judicial nominees that would ultimately serve in their districts. Trump then went on to reshare several posts on Truth Social labeling Grassley a rhino, as well as another post suggesting Grassley must hate America. And now MAGA senators are telling Trump to back the F off.
When we thought Trump was going to come in and a lot of things were going to be resolved, we're going to drain the swamp, we're going to figure everything out. And when you have this one hardcore line in the sand that everybody been talking about forever, and then they're trying to gaslight you on that.
Look, there are two things happening here. First, Trump wants his judges because, if you've been paying attention, Trump's in deep shit. And two, as the Epstein case continues to unfold, it's apparent that Trump has a deeper relationship with Epstein than he's telling.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
And that explains Trump's attack on Haley and Grassley. He's flailing. Trump even offered Alex Jones a quid pro quo gift to shut up about Epstein.
I know this, Nick, and I'm going to, I just have to say this. I got a bunch of calls the last 3 weeks. And the calls go like this: what do you want? And I've never asked for anything. What I want is good policy. I always want to be the outsider. And I'm just like, what do I want? I want Make America Great Again. I want America first. So there's a real understanding in this administration that we're in charge. This is the way it is. And the fact that I get these calls, like the top of the administration, and they're just cut and dry. What do you want? And I'm just like, And again, the horror of Hakeem Jeffries and Pocahontas is right there. And that's why I'm in this paradox where I'm like, whoa. And so, I mean, I feel disaster.
Look, as Trump continues to bleed Republican support, a report in the New Republic says his handling of the Jeffrey Epstein scandal may prove to be just too much for even his staunchest supporters.
It says that this Jeffrey Epstein matter is a hoax, a Democratic hoax. Do you agree with him?
I think we want to have as much transparency as possible.
Why don't we just release it and deal with it?
Ultimately, I don't answer to the president or the voters. I'm going to answer to my maker.
I'm a big believer in transparency, and I think also just for us as a country, it's an important way to get closure. But this is a bad guy, and what he did was bad. And it was also pretty extensive. It involved a lot of people.
The senior editor, a guy named Alex Shepard, wrote in an article titled, "Everybody Hates Trump Now," that Trump's talent for collecting voters in the first place has never been about attracting them to his own groundbreaking ideas. Rather, Trump identified where voters were on particular issues, then said what other political leaders are afraid to say.
In the good old days, this doesn't happen because they used to treat them very, very rough. And when they protested once, they would not do it again so easily.
But his failure to follow through on his admittedly half-hearted promise to release the Epstein files has rattled his core supporters, even as he is ramping up his unprecedented deportation regime. There are signs that all of this is going to get worse. Look, Trump has no way out of the Epstein problem. He can either continue to stonewall, which makes him look guilty, or he can release everything, which may make him look even guiltier.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
MAGA was willing to put up with Trump's grift and greed, and many embraced his hatred for women and minorities. But Epstein is changing all that.
It's sitting on my desk.
And Trump can sense it. He's pushing back harder each day, hoping that his true believers will stop believing the Epstein drip, 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 and instead see, hear, and speak no evil about someone who is nothing but.
I could be a stupid person.
Goddamn right.
It's sitting on my desk.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Trump admitted he knew Epstein for 15 years.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
You have no shame?
Are you not entertained? They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Jeffrey Epstein?
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Tick-tock.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.